Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the PFS Learning Lab. Continuous Learning. What is the PFS Learning Lab? The PFS Learning Lab is where Night Vision Entertainment and Priority Focus Studio will be sharing or presenting some educational videos or tutorials. Who am I? Well, I would say that I'm a creative, innovative thinker who is result-oriented, data-driven, with good leadership skills and capabilities. For those who work with me know that I'm team-focused, performance-driven, strong problem-solving skills with good customer service, and with demonstrative history of success in diverse and progressive roles. Skills include various people management positions within the call center environment, banking operations, fraud prevention, and quality assurance with a proven track record for high-quality deliverables. Also, I'm familiar with Lean Six Sigma and studied PMP. Personally, I'm an artist. I do like to create. I do poetry, music, and video production. When I was younger, I wanted my own studio, but needed to learn a few things. Also, I had to make the necessary sacrifices to learn those programs, so if and when I want to create something, the option was available. What will you learn? By the end of this course, you'll be more comfortable and familiar with Microsoft Excel. What is Microsoft Excel? Excel is the world's most popular and powerful spreadsheet program. It can analyze data in so many different ways. It is an application that you can use for personal or business. Excel can be used to maintain a large list of data. You can use Excel to keep things organized, and you can even use it for budget sheets or keep track of data or different charts or pivot tables. Chapter 1. What will you learn? By the end of this chapter, you will learn how to launch Microsoft Excel. You get introduced to the startup screen, the blank worksheet, and the introduction to the Excel interface. Launch in Excel. Desktop shortcut. If you have the following icon on your desktop, all you will need to do is double-click to launch the application. If you don't have the icon on your desktop, all you will need to do is click the Start menu and enter Excel or Microsoft Excel, and the application should be available. Then all you will need to do is just double-click to launch the application. Microsoft Excel startup screen. This is the startup screen. When you first sign into Excel, on the left-hand side you'll see various options to select. You should have the following options: the Home tab, the New tab, and the Open tab. If you click on the Home tab, you can see that there's a blank worksheet, a Welcome to Excel tour, and various other tutorials to get you more proficient on a particular feature or functions within Excel. The New tab also comes with the Take a Tour option, but provides you with various templates to select from as well. Example, business templates, personal templates, budget sheets, etc. The Open tab. If you click on the Open tab, it is for any previous saved items within Excel. Blank worksheet. This is the blank worksheet. We will discuss more about it later, but for right now, just want you to get familiar and know where it's located. To get to the blank worksheet, all you need to do is click on New and then select Blank Worksheet. Once you click on the blank worksheet, this is how it should appear, but I will explain more about the interface in Chapter 2. Chapter 2. What will you learn? At the end of this chapter, you will have a better understanding of the Excel interface and will be able to save, close, and reopen Excel documents. We will discuss the Excel interface, go in a little bit more detail, the quick access toolbar, how to save a document within Excel, and how to open an existing document within Excel. How to open the Excel document. To open a document, all you need to do is click on New and then select Blank Worksheet. Introduction to the Excel interface and the quick access toolbar. Here we will discuss and get more familiar with the Excel interface. Let's start with the Quick Access Toolbar. The Quick Access Toolbar is a customizable toolbar that contains a set of commands that gives you quick access to certain functions. You can add buttons that represents the command to the quick access toolbar. The ribbon. The ribbon is designed to help you quickly find the commands that you need to complete a task. These commands are organized in a logical group, which are collected together under each tab. Each tab relates to a type of activity you would like to complete. Title bar and name bar. The title bar and name bar contains the name of the application and the activity file. The formula bar. The formula bar allows you to enter and edit data in the worksheet. Welcome to the Excel workbook. The Excel workbook is a document you'll be working on, and all of its data will be contained within this workbook. Some may already be familiar with the workbook, but for those who are new, I will go in more details for better understanding of the workbook and the worksheets. The worksheet window contains the open and active worksheets. However, you can have more than one worksheet window open at the same time. Rows and columns. The Excel workbook is broken up into grids, and you will be keeping your data in columns and rows. You can always reference the data by the column header and the row number. For example, A5. Saving an Excel document. How to save the Excel document. To save a document that you've been working on, all you need to do is complete the following steps. Click on the File option, then select Save As. Step 2, select the location you would like the document to be saved. Give it a title so it's easier to locate and make it a little bit more organized. And then step 4, click the Save button. That's it. Opening an existing Excel document. To open a document that you have been working on, all you need to do is complete the following steps. If you already have the Excel icon on your desktop, all you need to do is double click on it. If not, as mentioned in Chapter 1, you can click the Start menu and enter Excel or Microsoft Excel, and the document will appear. Then all you need to do is select Open. Then all you will need to do is select the Open tab, go to the location where the document was saved, click on the document, then select Open. If you made it this far, congratulations, you've completed Chapter 2. Chapter 3. What will you learn? At the end of this chapter, you will learn how to enter text into Excel and to create spreadsheets, working with numeric data and creating headers or titles. You will learn more about text value and numeric values, and you will learn about the different labels and values we can use in Excel. Entering text to create a spreadsheet. In this section, we're going to build our very own Excel worksheet. We're going to take it one step at a time. We're going to do things like titles, headers, and input data. We're going to get you more comfortable and familiar with the worksheet. Let's get started by selecting a blank worksheet. In this example, we'll be keeping track of team stats. Please remember each worksheet normally starts with A1, but for this example, we will start with A2. We will start with the following headers or titles: user profile, daily attendance, quality, average handling time, AHT. For the username, please feel free to enter any selected name for this example. Working with numeric data in Excel. Now our next step is to input numeric data to represent the team individual or overall performance. If you are following along, please feel free to enter the same numeric value in each cell. Text and numeric value. Before I continue, I want to bring to your attention that we now have text and numeric value. Now, why is that important? I will go into more details in a later chapter, but for now, if you want to do any calculation, it might be challenging but we will discuss more about calculations and formatting cells in a later chapter. Different labels and values in Excel. Before I show you how to complete the calculation for this example, I want to explain some of the different types of labels or calculation we can use in Excel. We already spoke about labels and numeric values. Labels equals the header or title. Numeric values equal the number or the currency. Another type of data in Excel is dates. Please remember dates normally comes in different elements in Excel. Day, month, year. In this example, we do not have any dates, but we will cover cell formatting and I will explain more in details. But let's move on to the next chapter, Chapter 4, Building some basic calculations. Chapter 4, what will you learn? Building basic formulas and calculations in Excel. What is an Excel function? Function argument windows and where it's located. Creating basic formulas in Excel. In this section, we will start building calculations in Excel. We are going to add the sum and get the total for each category. I know earlier we spoke about various data we can input in Excel. For example, we had text, we had numeric, and we had dates. Now we're going to input formula or calculation into an Excel function. What is an Excel function? An Excel function is a predefined formula that performs a calculation. Excel has many different functions that we can use to find calculations depending on our needs. These predefined packages can do so many different things. Example, finding an average, getting the sum for certain cells, monthly payments, or looking up information based off the information we input. For us to really understand what is a function and the different elements within the function, let's look at the most common function you will use in Excel, the sum function. Building blocks for an Excel function. Please remember there are 3 parts to an Excel function. For Excel to recognize the formula or calculation, we need to start off with an equal sign. Function. We need to let Excel know what function we want to complete. Example, is it a sum, an average, or monthly request we are asking? If I want to find the sum, I would input sum for the function request, and if I want to know the average, I would then input the average for the function request. We will get more familiar with the different types of functions in Chapter 5, but let's continue with arguments. Arguments. Finally, we would need to bring the argument or the parameter for the function we need. Basically, the argument is the range of cells we would like to add up. In this case, we will start with the total for each category. Remember, the first thing we want to start with is the equal sign. Then we want to let Excel know what function we want it to perform. In this case, we just want the sum, but I will show you other functions as well. Example, the average function. Let's input the equal sign in cell B8, then enter sum. As you can see, Excel has multiple options when it comes to calculation, but let's continue. Arguments. Finally, we will need to bring the arguments or parameter for the function we need. Basically, the arguments is the range of cells to add up. Function argument window and location. The next thing I want you to get familiar with is the function argument window. A little window built into Excel to help us utilize these functions. Whether it's a sum function, VLOOKUP function, average function, the argument windows will come in handy and make things easier as you get more comfortable with an Excel. Chapter 5. What will you learn? In this chapter, we will learn more about the Excel functions, example, working with the sum function, working with the average function, working with the count function, working with the minimum and maximum function. Working with the sum function and the function library. We will start with cell B8, and I want you to get more familiar with the function library. We will go to the ribbon and click the Format tab. Then you will see the function library and the various options to select from. In this example, we will select Math and Trig. Then you will see a variety of math and trigonometry built-in functions. Remember, these predefined functions will do the calculations for you based on inputs and arguments we give it. Let's get the sum. Once you click on sum, it will take you to the function arguments windows that we looked at earlier. As you can see in the function arguments window, it mentioned the functions that you're trying to complete. And in this example, we're trying to complete and add up the sum function. Let's continue and get some practice. We will start with daily attendance total, call quality, hold time, etc. We will then do the average for the following: minimum, maximum, average, and count. Remember, the more you practice, the better you become. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, and guidance.